Hello! Today I want to give you a very easy exercise that corresponds to the topic of matrices. As you can see from the thermometer, I'm afraid that it's not enough to pass your exam, so there is a lot of work to do until we reach the green color. First of all, I want you to open your notebook on a new page and put the title Matrix Exercises. Secondly, stop the video, read the statement, and if you think that you can solve it, please do it. In the comments part, I will put the minute in which I'm solving these exercises so you can check if your solution is correct. And if you don't know how to solve it, please come with me because it will be a pleasure to solve it with you.
Binnacle project.
The first section is very easy. We just have to calculate n plus n. So what are we going to do? We just bring matrices m and n. Here you have them. Matrix m. 1, -1, 2, 3, 4, -1, plus matrix n, -4, 1, 0, and -2, -3, 5. The first thing I want to remind you is that you only can add two matrices if they have the same dimension. So that's the case. And there you have the solution. 1 plus -4 is -3. -1 plus 1, 0. 2 plus 0, 2. 3 plus -2, 1. 4 plus -3, 1. And finally, -1 plus 5 is 4. And this is the solution. The second section is also very easy. We are asked to calculate 2/5 multiplying matrix n. And what are we going to do? We put 2/5, and now we bring matrix n. -4, 1, 0, -2, -3, 5. As I told you in theory, this fraction must multiply every numbers inside, so let's go ahead. 2/5 multiplying -4 will be -8 fifths. -8 fifths. You know that when a fraction is multiplying a number, that number only multiplies the numerator, not the denominator, right? Second, 2/5 multiplying 1 is 2/5. 2/5 times 0, 0. 2/5 multiplying -2 will be -4 fifths. -4 fifths. 2/5 times -3 will be -6 fifths. -6 fifths. And finally, 2/5 multiplying 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 fifths, that is 2. And here you have the result of the B section. The third section is very easy. We have to calculate -m, and it's as simple as changing the signs of every element inside m. Here you have it. Instead of 1, -1. Instead of -1, 1. Instead of 2, -2. Instead of 3, -3. Instead of 4, -4. And finally, instead of -1, 1. There you have -m, the opposite matrix of m. It is obvious that if you add m plus -m, you will have the null matrix. The fourth section may seem complicated, but it is not at all, because every knowledge that you need to solve it, you already have it. Let's go. We are asked to calculate 1/2 times matrix m minus 3 times matrix n. The first thing we're going to do is to bring matrices m and n. 1/2 multiplying matrix M, 1, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1, and we subtract 3 times matrix N, negative 4, 1, 0, negative 2, negative 3, 5. The first thing we're going to do is to multiply 1/2 times every element inside this matrix. The second thing we're going to do is to multiply number 3 times every element inside this second matrix. And finally, we will subtract both matrices. Look. 1/2 times 1 is 1/2. 1/2 times negative 1 is negative 1/2. 1/2 times 2 is 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1/2 times 3 is 1 times 3, 3/2. 1 times 4 is 1 times 4, 4 divided by 2, 2. And finally, 1/2 times negative 1 is negative 1/2. Easy, right? Now it's time to bring the negative sign and multiply by 3 every element inside this second matrix. There you have it. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times negative 2, negative 6. 3 times negative 3 will be negative 9. And finally, 3 times 5 is 15. And now it's time to subtract both matrices. Do it slowly with your calculator. I will put the solution in order for you to check it. And here is the solution of this section. Hope you've done well. And now we're going to do section E. It is very easy. We are going to deal with the standard of transposed matrix. Look. We are asked to calculate 2 times M minus 3 times P transposed. Let's bring both matrices. 2 times matrix M, 1, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1. And we are asked to calculate negative 3 times matrix P transposed. Here you have matrix P, and I'm going to show you how to transpose this matrix. Negative 3, 1, 2, 5, and 4, 3. As I told you in theory, you just have to take first row and turn it clockwise, okay? And we will have matrix P transposed. Negative 3, 1, but in column. Negative 3, 1. 2, 5, but in column. 2, 5. Finally, 4, 3, but in column. 4, 3. Easy, right? Of course, the next thing we're going to do is multiply 2 by every element inside, multiply 3 by every element inside, and then subtract both matrices. Look. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times negative 1, negative 2. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 4, 8. And 2 times negative 1, negative 2. Easy. Minus. And as I told you, we are multiplying number 3 by every element inside. 3 times negative 3, negative 9. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 4, 12. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 5, 15. And 3 times 3, 9. Now it's time to subtract both matrices, and we have finished our section. 2 minus negative 9 is 2 plus 9, 11. Negative 2 minus 6, negative 8. Be careful with the signs. 4 minus 12 is negative 8. 6 minus 3 is 3. 8 minus 15 is negative 7. Be careful with the signs and this operation, these easy operations. And finally, negative 2 minus 9 is negative 11, and we have already finished our section. Easy, right? And now the last section will serve to consolidate every ideas with which we've been working on this exercise. There you have it. We're asked to calculate 3 times matrix N transposed plus matrix P. And after doing this, we will have to subtract matrix M but also transposed. As you can see, it's very easy. First of all, we are going to bring matrix N transpose, matrix P, and matrix M also transposed. And then just operate. Let's go. 3 times. Let's bring matrix N but transposed. As you can see, the first row of matrix N is negative 4, 1, 0, but here you have it in form of column. Negative 4, 1, 0. Now the second row, negative 2, negative 3, 5, but in form of column. Negative 2, negative 3, 5. And now we add matrix P plus matrix P, negative 3, 1, 2, 5, and 4, 3. That's it. And at the end, we will have to subtract matrix M but also transposed. So there you have it, matrix M but transposed. The first row, 1, negative 1, 2, but turn it in column. 1, negative 1, 2. 3, 4, negative 1, but also in column. 3, 4, negative 1. And now just operate. 3 times, and we are adding these two matrices, position by position. Negative 4 plus negative 3 is negative 7. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Negative 3 plus 5 is 2. 0 plus 4 is 4. And at the end, 5 plus 3 is 8. Don't forget to position the last matrix. 1, 3, negative 1, 4, 2, negative 1. The next thing we're going to do is multiply 3 by all these elements, and here you have it. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. And 3 times 8 is 24. Now we only have to subtract the second matrix. 1, 3, negative 1, 4, 2, negative 1, and we will have finished our exercise, right? There you have it. Be careful with the signs. Negative 21 minus 1 is negative 22. Negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6. 9 minus 1 is 9 plus 1, that is 10. 6 minus 4 is 2. 12 minus 2 is 10. And finally, 24 minus 1 is 24 plus 1, that is 25. And we have already finished this section and the exercise. Hope you have enjoyed this exercise, but as you can see at the thermometer, it's not enough to pass your exam. I'm afraid there is a lot of work to do, but it will be a pleasure to be with you. Don't forget to hit like, leave your doubts in the comments, and share on social networks. Goodbye! And now, watch a theory video if you think you've gotten lost in some aspects, or skip to the next exercise to continue climbing. And as always, like, turn on notifications and comment. See you soon!